I think I'm improving a lot better mentally, physically. Just getting help from my teammates, Coach Johnson, Coach Yeski, really just paving the way for me. Like I said, just trying to get through it mentally. I think it was a big challenge mentally in the beginning of the year. Coming to a new environment, playing at LSU, the crowd, and new teammates, new atmosphere, and just coming here and just getting acclimated, and playing Auburn, the next half of the SEC series or the upcoming game. So just getting ready to play those hard and just go out there with a good mentality.
You say mentally, what was the challenge? Was it just because you were so dominant in high school?
Yeah, it's that, and also just coming off the pen as well. That kind of was new for me, and I'm embracing it. So that was kind of a big issue for me. Not a big issue, but just something I overcome. And I'm adjusting pretty nicely. So
how did you go about that? I guess coming out of the pen, like you said, is it changing a total mindset, or is it more body prep and understanding flipping the switch?
I'd also say it's like body prep as well. Because you're sitting in the dugout, and then Coach Johnson says, "Hey, go to the pen." And so, okay, you got to get your body moving. So you always got to, you got to accommodate for that, and you have to improvise your routine. So I think, whether it's going to the bullpen and getting, get your heart rate going, and throwing the balls to get your body moving. So I think I've really just, did a lot better at those things. So.
How much is it just, not knowing when you're going to go in? You have maybe a good idea that you'll go in during a weekend, but just kind of staying ready in the bullpen throughout the course of the weekend. How much of that was an adjustment for you?
It was a pretty big adjustment. Like I said, like Coach, he would just say go to the bullpen, or like I'm always staying mentally locked in, knowing the situation, or I have to come in and face a left-handed hitter, right-handed hitter, or three batters. Just being mentally prepared and visualizing success, whether I'm in the bullpen or in the dugout, so it can help me stay, engaged in the game. So.
And then I guess how much of your kind of confidence has grown with you getting these opportunities in SEC games these last couple of weeks? Just what do you think you've learned in those particular experiences?
I mean, it's a lot. I think just persevering. Facing Tennessee, getting that clean inning out the way. I thought that was really helped me a lot. My confidence and just believing in myself more. Going out there, competing and doing what I do best. And I think that's really just kind of helped me too. And just preparing against Auburn and next coming games, and just going out there and knowing and having believing in my stuff, my pitches, and all that good stuff.
How hard is it to tell yourself, like you just said, like before you do something? How hard is it to tell yourself that you can do it?
It's not really. It was hard in the beginning, especially at that first outing. But other than that, it kind of settled in. Especially like non-games during catch play, taking that a lot seriously, being locked in, throwing change-ups or whatever that may be. Also, like during bullpens, visualizing where I'm going to put the pitch. I think that's kind of helped me too, and just doing everything with intent and purpose.
I don't know how much into detail you can go on this, but just maybe some of the adjustments you made after some of the early season struggles, kind of maybe what were they, and just kind of how you kind of attacked that over the last several weeks.
I kind of just watched old video of myself, believe it or not, like looking at the mechanics I was working with and trying to. I kind of got away from it a little bit, maybe doing something or not being someone who I was not. So I kind of just during catch play, just trying to whether it's driving down the mound or trying to just stay close, or then just just going out there and just being myself, honestly. So.
Have you a better feel for your off-speed and breaking pitches over the last couple of weeks? Seems like you have.
Yeah, it's been a lot better. I'm landing for strike, especially against Tennessee. Throwing a 2-1 slider. Believing in that pitch and throwing with full conviction and confidence. And I was obviously talking to Coach Yeski about that. He said my slider's really coming along. And so, it's been working on it in catch play, even in the bullpen. Throwing sliders behind the counts, 0-2, starting off the bat on a slider, just changing the hitter's perspective on things. So.
And you've mixed in a couple of change-ups as well. Like, how's your feel with that pitch right now?
It's getting better, like in catch play. I know yesterday I was working on it a lot, and I think Coach Yeski, we're just working on just getting my lower half, turn more, rotate towards the plate so I can mark and be clear to throw a changeup, for the strike. But once I throw more in games, I'm going to get more comfortable with it, and I think it's going to be a really good pitch. So.
Obviously, between you and Cade on the mound, Ashton and Steven in the field, you guys are really leaning into these freshmen here over the last several weeks. Just what do you think you've learned, or what do you think you guys as a class have learned about what it's going to take to kind of have success going into the future here?
Yeah, it's a big adjustment, like coming from high school and to college, and I think we talk a lot, all the freshmen, and just getting each other's feedback on things. That's really mutual for each other. And obviously you're doing really good right now. Steven's doing well, Ashton's hitting the ball really well, Cade's doing well starting, and just always talking to those guys and asking them for feedback or what can I do to get better, and just getting their perspective. And that's what makes everything work out as a collective group. So
yeah, how beneficial is that to have people that are in similar situations and kind of share those experiences?
I think it's pretty good. Like I said, I remember Monster was like, I think it's like his first game. He's like, hey, it's like jumping from the moon or something like that, coming from New Mexico. So like, I kind of just taking the perspective. Like, I mean, it's, come to LSU, it's like a powerhouse of college baseball, and it's really about a team here. You just got to buy in, and really just put your mind into it, and everything's going to work out. So.
Talked a lot about maturity with Steven. Is it like maturity like you're a goofball and you got to tighten up, or is it maturity about like just being kind of aware of your place and how you impact others?
I think impact others, because Steven's a really good player. I trust him at second or wherever he's going to play. He's making plays, and I think off the field stuff, it's just whether it be like, hey, like what do you see on this, or how can I get better on that? Just asking questions about that.
I mean, for everybody, not just Steven. Like coming from high school, they want you to mature, right? So is it about like the way you carry yourself, or is it just like cutting out?
I think it's also the way. I think it's the way you carry yourself. Like when we got on campus, it was like in the fall. We were just trying to find find our way in terms of how we could do good in the fall, and just trying to really put our foot in the water, because it's college baseball. And like over the winter, we really just like, hey, like how do you feel, and you're ready for the season, and just like asking each other questions. And I think we just hang out a lot, I guess, off the field stuff, and just like ask questions and stuff like that.
What do you guys do when you hang out?
Usually like Torchy Tacos. It's like by Nicholson.
I was just there.
Really? Yeah, it's pretty fire.
I actually saw Ashton there. I'm
Really?
kidding.
Yeah, Ashton goes there a lot. and speaking of Ashton like put me onto that place too.
Oh, really?
So it's kind of cool, yeah.
What do you get?
I think Trailer Park Taco. It's pretty good. I got that yesterday actually.
We had the case on it.
I had that. She asked me. I was like, I don't know what that
Best
is.
thing they get. Your queso is
This is like the perfect opportunity to get an NIL deal.
That's right.
I asked Steven about what he expects to see from Auburn. What is your take on that?
They're going to come at us pretty hard. I mean, I think they're in like the same position we are, and they're going to come at us. We're going to get the best out of them, and so we're going to be prepared. We're going to be dedicated. We're going to be focused on task at hand. I think we've been playing really well right now. The team chemistry has been doing really good. So I think coming off in this area in our midweek game, the bat's getting hot, pitching's getting better. It's gonna be a good one, and I think we're gonna come out victorious.
Do you think chemistry was kind of the issue at the start of the season because there are so many young guys like yourself?
I think it was probably the big issue. I wasn't, or like some of us weren't really close with the older guys in the beginning of the year. They've been here since 2-3 years, and we just wanna. Like we were just trying to ask them and stuff like that, and I feel like it was just more like we're trying to win type of thing. So it wasn't really like personality-wise, like we were just not there yet. And I think towards like now, we're starting to get to know each other more. It's like whether we go to like a team dinner in the hotel or whatever, we just like I love the fact that Coach Johnson has no phones. Like that's actually helping our like communicative skills off the field. And I think we just really grown each other.
What was I going to ask? But so with compare like high school hitters to college hitters. Like, what's the part that's like surprised you the most by jumping up to this level and facing college hitters?
Play discipline. I mean, like high school hitters. I mean, they're there just to hit the ball. I mean, like college hitters are too, but they're seeing more pitches. Scouting reports are new, or they've been there, but it's just more enhanced. And I think like play discipline and just seeing pitches off the hand really well. And it's SEC ball too. It's like the best conference in the country. And so I think that's probably the biggest thing is play discipline.
Has the strike zone changed at all? Do you feel like it's smaller in
It's
college?
a lot smaller. Well, it's not a lot smaller, but it's like smaller. But like high school, you would get that outside edge, and college, umpire like that's a ball. So it's really you have to hone in and be very meticulous in how you like throw the pitch and stuff like that.
Yeah, when I came in hot, you go through struggles, and you have to adjust to pitching, adjust to what you struggle to, and it's just a game of adjustments. And I feel like I've made adjustments as the game goes on, and games go on and at bats go on, and I feel like that's how we are as a team too. We're making adjustments. You can't jump into a season and expecting it to be perfect. So Coach Johnson has been more positive and keeping us probably more engaged. I would say almost to find out what works and what doesn't work and take that next step for our team.
We've seen some more pop in your bat in the last couple of games. You got a couple home.
Sorry.
You're good. A couple home runs in the last 4 or 5 games. Just you always had that kind of, I guess, sneaky pop. Just kind of where does it come from?
Yeah, I've always had that power. Even coming in, I've been adjusting my swing and trying to get certain stuff going and certain stuff that doesn't work, out of the way, and getting the ball in there a little more, driving it. That's what I've been wanting to do. I came in hitting a little more ground balls than I normally do, so I've been just getting back to my routine and trying to do what I was doing in high school, and that's what's working for me so far. So,
Coach talked about this a little bit after Tuesday's game, that this kind of, I won't say newfound, but this power that you've shown the last couple of games, it's more because of your approach than like a strength thing. And what he meant by approach was just like, not just swinging at strikes, but swinging at pitches that you can drive. Like, can you sort of go into a little bit more details, like some of those adjustments you've made to sort of get to that power a little bit more easily?
Yeah. I've been working with Chief a lot in the cages and fixing my swing, dialing it up, and then taking pitches I can't hit and swinging it. Pitches I can drive in the zone and that I can do damage with. That's what is a big factor when you hit for power. The less pitches you swing at out of your zone is means you're going to get something else in your zone that you can't hit. So that's what we've been trying to do as a team collectively, and I feel like we've been doing a good job at that, and we just need to keep that going.
From a strength perspective, do you feel like you actually have improved your strength, even if that might not be like the driving reason as to why you're hitting for a little bit more power now?
Yeah. Since I got here, I've gained like 15 pounds, so I feel like I'm a lot stronger and even faster now that I'm here on campus and playing through a full season. It gets tiring, but Coach Matt gets us going and the trainers keep us healthy. So.
Because one thing about like adding weight, but then like maintaining it throughout a season, like has that been sort of emphasis not just for you, but really for all the guys?
Yeah, it is hard. You got to eat, you got to get your rest, and you get into the training room and take care of your body and drink a lot of water. So.
He says he's been meeting with you guys a lot. You talked about the positivity they're trying to keep with you. We're talking with Cam today as well. As a young guy on this team, do you feel like they're giving you every opportunity to kind of prove who you are and develop some strengths heading not only to the end of this year, but into your career?
Yes, sir. I feel like he's giving me every opportunity and keeps running me out there for a reason, and I respect him for that, and I'm very grateful that he keeps on giving me those opportunities. It's gonna lead to great success down the road. I feel like you need experience in this league, and that's a big key. I've seen with older teams, winning teams, they have a lot of experience, and that's big. And me getting a full experience of a season is going to be massive for me, and I want to be able to lead next year's team and the team after that to the national championship. So I feel like that's going to be big for all of us.
What have you seen in Ashton? He's getting a lot of playing numbers as well. Make it better.
I played with him since I was like 8, 9, so I've seen him play and grow and continue to succeed. He kept his head down. He didn't complain. He didn't quit when his name wasn't in the lineup when it's easy to. He showed up every day like how he's supposed to, and he's getting his time now. That's what happens when the game rewards you for your stuff that you do. So he's one of our best hitters right now, and he's swinging at good pitches and taking the pitches he's not supposed to hit. So I hope he keeps on going. And he's always working. You'll always see him here. There's no problem.
that gauntlet that you guys faced in the SEC week? I guess how do you keep your chin up? Realize that it's a marathon last week.
Yeah, it was a really difficult gauntlet, and I mean we're over it now. But I mean we win these series throughout the season. You're going to catch us in the regional, and you'll catch us in supers. And is anybody going to remember if we lost those? If we make it to Omaha? I mean that's how it goes. So I mean that's what we're trying to do: is stay positive and keep it at the next game.
When just kind of going back to the last question, when you said you played with Ashton, you were like 8 or 9. What team was that? And just kind of maybe talk us through your kind of playing experience.
Yeah, so I first met him on a USSSA Southwest team. We played in Florida, and we played there for a couple games, and then I always saw him through travel ball, and then we played on USA Prime together, growing up through high school and everything, and we played on USA together. He was actually younger than me, so he won a gold medal and I won a silver medal, and we always kept in contact, and then we committed to LSU together, and we're here now.
And then just obviously the big part of the experience thing is getting to face SEC pitching. Just where do you think you maybe have evolved from maybe week 1 against an SEC pitcher to where you are now?
It's just getting your feet wet, getting used to it, adapted to what they're trying to do to you as a hitter, and I mean obviously they're trying to get you out, and they have so many tools. They have all this film, video, and everything. It's trying to be smarter than what they know about you, and getting better at your weaknesses and trying to eliminate everything you can. So I feel like you gotta just keep working. It's a game of adjustments, and I mean nobody's perfect in this game, so just keep making adjustments and keep finding a way to succeed.
But he always had this sort of power, despite the fact that he's not Jared Jones' size.
Yeah, he's always had a good amount of power. He's a strong kid. He's smart. Knows what they're trying to do to him. Knows what he can and can't do. Just like I would say, majority of us do. He's always watching his at bats. Always hitting with Chief. So I mean, he knows what he has to do, and he's gonna keep on doing it.
You busted one out the other day. The floodgates open.
Yeah, he did. We both did. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I want to keep on continuing to hit doubles and triples, and I mean, some will get out, and just continue to help my team win.
Did you ever come across Cam in travel ball or anything like that?
No, I've seen him. We've talked to each other. I've never. We actually played on USA together. We played on the same team, so I saw him pitch and everything. But this was the first time actually facing him in the fall and seeing him up close. But yeah, he's good. He's going to be really good. So.
How about the job he's doing, kind of settling down?
Yeah, he's good. I'm really proud of him for that. I mean, I know it's hard. He ran out there and didn't know what to expect, just like none of us did. And he's done a really good job of that. I hope he continues to keep on growing and listening to our coaches and what they have to teach him. And the sky's the limit for him.
Do you feel like you had to grow up pretty quick?
Yeah, I did. I'm not going to say I'm the most mature person, but I did have to grow up really quick. I mean, you learned that from Shavinsky, Tommy, Coach Johnson, Coach Yeski, all of them. You learn that quick way. I mean, you're not a kid anymore. You're in college baseball, so even one mistake, for anybody, you were done. So you do have to grow up faster, and you got to continue to learn and continue to get smarter.
What do you learn about?
You talked about winning in the back half of the season. That nobody's going to talk about this. Facing an Auburn team that struggled as well. What do you expect to see from them?
I either expect them just to come out and try and punch us too. I feel like they're fighting for a playoff spot too, and so are we. So I mean, they're going to bring what all they got. They're coming into our home, so we gotta expect that, and we're ready for that. And we want this series sweep also. It'll be big for us and keep our momentum going. But they're going to come at us, and we got to respond to that.
Jay has talked about you're like the typical guy that he wants to recruit and have in his program. Just talk about your and Jay's relationship and kind of what that means to you to have the head coach say, yeah, that's the typical kind of guy that I want in my program.
Yeah, I mean, I hate losing just as much as he does. I mean, he probably gets as mad as I do whenever we lose. So just having that winning mindset, and always trying to get better and taking whatever it takes to advance in this game. And he's been in this game for a long time, and so have I. But just trying to win and build a dynasty here. That's what he's trying to do, and I understand the players and the people that he needs now. And I mean, it's really cool that I can be a part of that, and I want to keep on helping him out and helping our team out to win. So,
What's it been like working with Michael Braswell and middle infield? What have you learned from just working with him?
Braz has been really good. He taught me a lot about defense and just using your feet and going in and attacking the ball. I mean, I struggled in the fall here on defense also, and I've gotten a lot better. And just simplifying the game. That's about what it is when you try and overcomplicate the game. That's when it speeds up on you. And he's taught me a lot about that, even about hitting. I mean, he started at South Carolina his freshman year, so about everything that he's went through and all that stuff, he's helped me out a lot.